Alright guys, doing a collection vid as of the end of March, Easter of 2013. It took me forever to set up, so hopefully this works. And just going to run from up here and then go all the way down to here. Hopefully everything fits in the camera. I'm just going to open it and then show you the knife and then close it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. This is pretty much everything, missing my Hogue EX01 and my Cold Steel Raja, but that's pretty much about it. Alright, so this is the knife that started it all, Spyderco Tenacious. This has been stone washed now, the clip and the blade. So the knife that started it all, and to this ridiculous, at least for me, amount here. This is my Christmas gift from my wife here. See, my name is on the other side, but it's a blacked out version. But right there, serrated. So it's a cool gift for my wife, so thanks, sweetie. And then I got a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. This is the CTS 20CP version with Coyote Brown scales from the S35. I've acid stone washed this one as well. So next is a kind of Frankenstein, not Frankenstein, I don't know. This is a full TI military with the black blade stripped from a black military. Took the black clip off there. So this is a pretty cool blade. A lot of these are going to be for sale as well, so if you guys are interested, let me know. I'll try to let you know what the prices are. Spyderco Leaf Storm, Jade, or actually Natural G10, Kevin Wilkins design. Spyderco Techno, CTS XHP. It's a great little blade to have in your collection. Hopefully it focuses. I know it's going to focus on the back, but I can't reach enough to be able to focus here, so hopefully it works out. Spyderco Southern flipper. This one is the stock version with the brown G10. And then this is my somewhat customized Southern flipper with carbon fiber. Got a carbon fiber thumb plate or lock bar plate or whatever, over travel plate, and then acid stone wash the clip, and then took out the lanyard tube right there. So this is the Spyderco Lum Tanto, the sprint run with the VG10 and gray scales. Last Spyderco is my titanium ATR, the titanium compression frame lock, if you will. So very cool blade. Alright, into the Kershaws. This is my only Kershaw that I have. The only Kershaw that I feel like is worth owning, maybe outside of the tilt. Skyline, great budget folder. And then into the ZTs, so the 0551 with the Elmax steel and the brick pattern G10. And then I got a ZT 0560, also with Elmax steel. Alright, into the Benchmades. This is the 810 Contigo with CPM M4. Great blade steel. I think Benchmade does a great job with their M4 of hardening and really keeps a great edge. So this is a great user knife. And then Benchmade 760 LFTI, Lum folding folder TI. This is one of my favorite production folders. Also CPM M4. And then probably one of my favorite Benchmades of all time is the 755 MPR. This has been customized. I dyed the scales black and then converted it to tip up carry. So this is one of probably my favorite small knife in my collection. Very capable with the thick M390 blade. Very stout. Alright, second line, continuing in Benchmade. This is a Bradley, which is produced by Benchmade. The Alias 1. Also has been customized with Scotch-Briteed handles and then acid stonewash on the blade. Titanium clip from USA Knife Makers. This is the 790 Sabrosa titanium frame lock. This comes with a kind of goofy curved pocket clip, so I took it off. This is just a drop in the pocket type knife for me. This is actually a really cool knife. Very capable. I also took the nitrous assist out of this knife, so it's a purely manual folder right now. Very smooth. Alright, last Benchmade here is the I forgot. Let me see here. 746 Mini Onslaught. Also a Lum design here. This is a great knife. Rarely ever, actually I've never really carried it. One of the finest blades in terms of the cutting edge out of the box, and so it's a very capable slicer. Also just a very attractive blade. Alright, the POS of my collection, as I affectionately call it, the Boker Plus Epicenter, Todd Rexford design. Probably the closest thing I'll ever own to Todd Rexford, unless I can score something from Tad, which would be awesome. But yeah, it's okay. I've had all kinds of issues with it, but mainly blade play, so it's a little frustrating. Emerson Combat Karambit. It's been highly used, not by me, but just a cool one to have in the collection. Just flipping karambits is kind of a fun little thing to do. So anyway, Emerson CQC 13 Bowie style blade. One of the, I would say one of the most ergonomic knives out there. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna focus here, but whatever. You can kind of see it. So, one of my favorite Emersons of all time, I think. Emerson CQC 15. Kind of fell in love with this grind with the recurved Tonto. So I really liked 15. Yeah, for now I'm really happy it's in my collection. CQC 12 with the customized titanium back scale, or front scale I guess. This is the bayonet inspired blade that Emerson carried himself for a while. Serrated. Edge has been not torched, I mean it's sharp, but somewhat reprofiled by the previous owner. Microtech Select Fire S35VN carbon fiber inlays. Really, this is like a really call it eccentric knife. It's very interesting. Just it's very ergonomic, but just the shape's very alien-like, I guess. Very broad blade, you know, for such a thin handle, but cool nonetheless. Discontinued, so that's kind of why I'm holding on to it for now. Microtech's SOCOM Delta. This has got the CTS 204P steel. So another one of my favorite production knives, I guess. I think a custom Delta would be one of my grails in titanium. Just a really, really awesome blade. My only illegal knife in terms of carrying, the Microtech Ultratech with a dual sharpened blade, spear point blade. I'm surprised how much I really like this blade, and I wish I could carry it because it's just fun to play with. So I haven't done the review of this one yet. Lion Steel SR1 with the Chad Nichols iguana pattern Damascus. Very beautiful. One of my friends on Instagram did a polish on his Damascus and it came out amazing. So I don't know, I'm not really skilled enough to do that, so I don't really think I'll do that. But here's the Buck Mayo TNT. This is the limited sprint version with the carbon fiber front scale versus the titanium. If this was tip-up carry, I think I would carry this all the time because it's such an awesome blade. But yeah, as it stands, tip-down carry, it's not that bad, but this is a really cool kind of gentleman's folder. Tad Dauntless, this is the MK1, so full titanium. Got this is from the second run, so no serial numbers on this one, S30V. Very cool blade from Triple Out Design. Jason Browse Silent Soldier Flipper. Really cool fighting blade. If anything, just a punching blade should you have to use it. But overall, just a really cool looking blade. Yeah, I think this is one of Jason Browse's best knives that he has in his arsenal. All right, getting to Chris Reeve knives. This is just a standard small Sebenza 21, well used. This is quintessential, you know, small knife, EDC carry kind of knife. And then I got a micarta, small Sebenza with the Insingo blade. I love the Insingo shape. It's grown on me a lot. Very useful, very utilitarian. So this one's got the blue hardware on it. The knife that I compare every other knife to, large Sebenza 21, just ridiculously smooth, just falls down without any effort. So just this is just an awesome knife, and there's a reason why I compare every knife in my videos to this one. So the ultimate EDC. Maybe my favorite CRK is actually the Umnumzan. So just a great knife. This one I have the Southern backspacer in there, so again it gives it a little extra flair, and then it's been Scotch Brighted here for a nice polished contrast against these milled checker marks. Old style without any lock bar stabilizer and the old pivot. This is the best variation in my opinion. So Umnumzan is probably one of my favorite blades ever. One of my most carried blades by far. Got another one actually sitting in a box, but I didn't break it out. CRK large regular. This one probably is just a collection Safe Queen. Never carried it. I think highly collectible due to the fact that they're not produced anymore by Chris Reeve, so I believe not even the annuals. So it's kind of cool to have in the collection. Very comfortable, very ergonomic. I did a review comparison between this one and the 21. So I think this is comparable in terms of ergonomics and a little bit more robust. So, but you got the 25 now, which is also very robust. S&G CC, standard tiger stripes with Ranger Green G10. This is also a great EDC. You know, this whole line right here is kind of like the triumvirate line with, well, not triumvirate, but you know, CRK, Strider, Hinderer, VCP, El Patron cut off here. I just had to fill up the space. But these knives from here on throughout CRKs, some of the best EDC blades like ever. You know, so there's a reason why every knife collector or knife user needs to come and get these knives, because they're just awesome. So Strider S&G, just love the blade shape, crazy ergonomic. Here's the TAD triple aught design, SMF CC with the black G10. You got the fullers, and the Digicam blade, which is pretty sweet. So SMF, much bigger than its brother. Alright, one of my fixed blades. So this is also a Strider. This is a Dwayne Dwyer Custom Warncliffe with Tom Clark. It's a fighting knife. So you can see the razor wire pattern and my micarta scales. So this is a pretty sweet, pretty nasty fighter. Meant to be strapped on the lower back, and then you just pull it out like this, and then so. This is CPM 3V as well. Alright, Hinderers. You got my XM18 3.5, 3.5 inch. This has got the Crine regrind. This is, I think in my opinion, the best grind I've ever had on a knife. Tom Crine does amazing things. So this is kind of like the ultimate slicer. I had a 3-inch slicer, and it really wasn't that impressive. But this slicer, this has got the thinnest bevel, thinnest edge I've ever felt on a knife, and it's just amazing what Tom is able to do. So I love this variation of Hinderer. It's basically a custom Hinderer, because I'd argue that, you know, Tom probably does even better grinds than Rick himself could do. I know some of you guys probably think that's blasphemous, but Tom Crine is no joke, man. So it's got the titanium scales, blue standoffs, so really cool. Alright, Hinderer XM24. I'm sporting my black G10 right now. I have orange and Ranger green as well as the titanium scale. I like having the black on here just because it's just so much lighter. The titanium scale is so heavy, but it's very rare to have. So anyway, Sponto grind on this one. This has got the CTS XHP. These are both 3rd generation, so it doesn't have the laser markings, which I don't like. I like the sterile blades. Blue standoffs on this one as well. One of the best, really one of the best knives outside of the Umnumzan, and they're comparable, you know, the Les George VCP. I heard somewhere that these are being discontinued, that he's not going to be making these anymore, which is crazy, because I would think that this is just one of Les's, you know, really big money makers for him, I would assume. But this is, man, this is one of the best knives. So ergonomic. Again, I wouldn't call it a Sebenza killer, but definitely, right now I would pick this over the Sebenza. I love this knife. VCP fixed blade. This is the black one from Monkey Edge with the DLC coating, or the PVD coating. CPM 3V with green G10 scales. It's great fixed blade. So this is the one that I'll use for any kind of hard use. El Patron from Jeremy Robertson, or Calavera Cutlery, down in San Diego. CPM 3V. This is this is basically Sebenza on steroids. Crazy blade stock of 3V, really thick titanium. Just a total beater knife is what this is. Really great as a hard EDC user for those that you guys need it. Alright, little project knife. This is a Reese Wheeland Raven. I think this was number 7. Karambit, titanium frame lock. Steel, I'm not sure what it is, either S30V or 440C. Tip down carry, so yeah, it was a project knife that I got a long time ago. Shing Dreadnought also was a project knife. D2 steel, full type, just crazy thick D2 stock, and then the titanium frame lock. Very straightforward design, you know, just straight up, you know, lines, but pretty cool knife. Pocket clip is the worst part of the knife. If it had a better pocket clip, I actually would probably carry this knife more, but as it stands, it's a great user knife. Alright, it's almost done. Friedmare S90V K2, 4.6 inch blade, just a crazy beast of a blade. But Fried does some pretty cool stuff, uses some pretty exotic steels. But yeah, thin design, very thin profile, but the blade itself is actually 0.2 inches of S90V, so pretty impressive. Tip up, got that really cool wave looking pattern on the frame lock cutout, so pretty interesting, hand ground and everything. John Grimsmo Norseman, this is number 37 with the bronzed or gold honeycomb pattern with the green thumb stud. Just I love the cut on the blade, that grind, and recurve tanto, but those lines on if you can see that, if it'll focus right there, maybe not. There you go. So just an amazing job by John and Eric. As thin as this blade is, there's absolutely no blade play. This is a rock solid folder. Just pretty amazing. This is his first folder. I mean, that's ridiculous. So anyway, this is the Tim Britton Tango. Really beautiful work on the handles here. S35 VN steel. This is also Tim's first frame lock folder. I guess getting into the tactical scene is what it says on his website. But lock bar, Hinderer lock bar stabilizer, tip up, tip down carry options. Flips really nicely with the thumb studs, but kind of because of the detent, it's a little weak, but it's a little harder to flip out. But you can do it if you store up enough potential energy. Warren Thomas model 2.5, full titanium blade, carbonized on the front side, I guess, if you will, since it's a carbon fiber on here. Just ridiculously light blade. I think it's like 2 point something ounces. Insane, and not that smooth, but it's really nice. Alright, Seamus Seamus Author, IKBS folder. Forgot what the maker's name was, but it's a really cool small folder, like tiny folder. So even smaller than the smallest Benza. You can kind of see how it compares here. Just lengthwise with the handle, you know, so quite a bit smaller, maybe 3/4 of an inch smaller, maybe almost to an inch. So great kind of coin pocket or whatever knife should you need a small formal carry. I really like this one. This is the Steve Kelly Collision. For some reason, I love this knife. This is one of my favorite custom knives that I have, lightning strike carbon fiber. I just love the blade shape. Again, kind of recurve tanto, just very stout, huge, thick blade, and just overall it just feels great, very ergonomic. Yeah, this also runs IKBS in the pivot, and really nice file work that you can see, you know, on the spine of the blade as well as on the handle, even the backspacer right there too. So just yeah, I love this knife. It's really great. Julius Shoop. This is the SF2 Hyperion carbon fiber with anodized titanium frame lock, S35VN. It's got a, I don't know what you call this, recurve spear point kind of blade. Also, this runs a bearing system in the pivot, so very smooth, very easy to flip, very industrial looking with the over travel plate. So some people probably can't stand that. For me, I really like the design. Could be better, but Julius is a really great guy to deal with. Graduate student at Kentucky. Alright, Kirby Lambert. This is the Orion MGT multi-grind Tonto. Lightning strike carbon fiber with titanium bolsters. That grind is just sick. You see the single primary bevel here on this side with the swedge, and then on this side you got the swedge, like a, it's a different swedge. This swedge runs longer towards the thumb stud. This one comes out short, and then you got the kind of nightmare grind on the belly of the knife, if you will, and then at the tip you got that Tonto grind. Just a insane job by Kirby, and this is one of the smoothest folders, as well as like fit and finish is just amazing. Like absolutely no blade play, super smooth, just ridiculous. Really fills out the hand too, because these handles are pretty thick. So very impressive knife by Kirby. Todd Begg Bodega with lightning strike carbon fiber. You guys have seen this many times on all the YouTube channels. Just an amazing work of art, as well as industrial design when it comes to this knife. The inlays and all those things you've seen, at the East Coast Custom Knife Show with their new titanium, whatever they call it, cutouts. It's just insane the stuff that they're doing at Todd Begg's. I have to go visit their shop one time, because it's not that far from me out in Petaluma. But yeah, this is just such a beautiful knife. I love this thing. Lucas Burnley. This is a full custom. This is the Quaken, non-flipping Quaken with the thumb stud. This is not a pimped one by Alex Dietz. Not that that would be a bad thing, because he does amazing work. A little shout out there. But yeah, the Boker Burnley still leaves much to be desired compared to the custom, full custom from Lucas himself. So really just awesome, smooth blade, runs IKPS as well. Titanium liners, CPM 154 blade, I believe. Last but not least is the Direware Solo V2. Just an absolutely insane beast of a knife, running carbon fiber and bearing pivots. Super smooth. Lockup is probably one of the most solid lockups I've ever felt in my life in a knife. Darkened titanium, just a amazingly beautiful carbon fiber, if it'll focus. But recurve Tonto again. I'm really starting to like the shape of the blade and feel the usefulness of it. So, alright guys, that is it. Collection video as of March, end of March of 2013. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching the videos, and you guys take care. Happy Easter. Bye.